Hello there. Good morning, everyone. So it's about 10 to 10 a.m. Cairo time. Uh, I've been trying to set up this stream for I think maybe 3 hours right now. So um, yeah, I'm not sure if this is the best setup. So I will not be waiting for the best setup anyway. Uh, Trying to do anything with what I have right now. So yeah. Let me move. I don't think I have a big hit, so I'm not sure about the framing, but we'll see. Yeah, I have a little bit problem with cropping the webcam, but I think that should do it. Mm, Hopefully I got all the links right because this is the third try. I think I got the wrong links again. Okay, we'll see. I have to edit the post that I sent earlier once again. Uh, Let me see if the links are good. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. No, I got the links wrong once again. Anyway, okay. Let me fix that. Yeah. Well, the good thing is that I don't have a really good active social media presence, so and it's pretty early for anyone in Egypt to even care, so uh, I don't think anyone clicked the links. Dang it. All right. Think I'll just get it started with right now. Yeah. All right. Enough with that. Okay. So, hi. Hi, everyone. So, this is, I don't know which stream, maybe the third one, but this might be the first one to actually have something to say rather than mumble about a lot of things. Okay, so quick story. What happened yesterday is that I got um I got a call from a friend who I haven't seen maybe in about 11 years or so. And I have this problem. So I did graduate from college in 2012, I think. And I I didn't like um shift my career or anything, but I did like didn't even start that career. So I graduated from med school and my heart wasn't in it from the very beginning. And actually before that. But I got into med school, they graduate, and I didn't start being a physician or surgeon or anything. So I didn't like the lifestyle. I didn't like anything. I didn't even when I was studying. I didn't like the college itself. But I'm trying to make use of it. But for now, I shifted to software industry. I've been like programming since I think I was maybe 14 years old or something, and I'm now 38, so I consider myself a millennial. And I was from a very remote city in south of Egypt, so like computers like they weren't a thing, but they were starting to. So I was from what I call pioneers generation. So um, so after I wrapped up college, I shifted to software industry. I worked as a backend developer, as a front-end developer. I even worked, I had a company uh, when I was in college. We did like uh, what what they call it. I was a webmaster. Um, that was the lingo of the day. So we created WordPress websites. We did some custom WordPress web development, created some commercial websites. We did like with that age money, we did good. Um, we didn't do we didn't like had the best decisions, so so we closed that up. And I worked after I graduated. I worked in the technical field, but in electronics and making and something called digital fabrication. And then I went back to software and tried to actually start my career in software. And I did start with like some freelancing projects and started then a year in a US-based startup. We for I was a full stack developer. We were developing the MVP for that company. And then I worked as a backend developer for a year, like using Python. Uh, did a little bit of DevOps on the side because I love that field. And then now I worked for about 3 years after that as a technical consultant, which actually it's a fancy title. It's not it's not like something that's very complicated, but it was half customer facing, half development, and like data migration, stuff like that. And then I'm currently working as a solution developer. So basically, it's might be the same thing, but not. And yeah, I'm exploring a lot of ideas right now and trying to make up for some lost time. Um, so that brings me to here. So I graduated in 2012, and I got a call from a friend, and he was in Egypt for about 6 days, and yesterday was his last day. So we met up in an old coffee shop that we used to meet up near our university. And thing is that I had troubles with reunions. So most of my college friends are now outside of Egypt. Some in the Gulf area, some in Europe, some in the States. I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone is like in Asia or I know that some people are in the Maldives, so I don't know. But anyway, so we had problems getting together. So we like you we like if I have the opportunity to catch up with them um, at the airport, I would, but like you don't have the time and they have to see their family, stuff like that. So it wasn't, I don't have the opportunity to actually reconnect with old friends, even like on social media. It's tough. Like I'm nearing 40 and all my friends are nearing 40s, and so they have kids, they have their lives, and they have their jobs, and they are all physicians or surgeons. So you would imagine that we wouldn't have much time to reconnect or even meet. So he called me yesterday and said, "All right, let's meet up." So we met at that coffee shop, and I had the idea to, all right, so what if I created an app that actually helps in those kinds of quick reunions or catch up? But the thing is that what I found most useful is because like almost all of my friends are doctors. So sometimes I reach out to someone for an emergency, for example, and I wouldn't know who to call on a certain situation. And sometimes when I work in a project or have an idea for a project, um, I know that probably I know someone who has now some working experience in that, but I wouldn't know who he is or what he's doing right now or where he is in the world. So I thought, all right, so okay, so maybe like we have that reunion app that connects like old colleagues and have their experiences um, in that app. Like it can connect to LinkedIn, it can connect to Facebook, or can be a separate thing. So it was like just a thought yesterday. So today we want to validate that thought. We want to see if this is something worth doing, and maybe we can start working on a minimum viable product if it is a product. I don't know. All right. Okay. So to the drawing board. Uh, can't recall where to sign in. Dude, just give me a canvas, man. You know what I'm looking for, right? You know what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm all for dark mode, baby. And actually, like, it's the very good free whiteboard, but it is the best blackboard. All right. So let's see. So we want to create that reunion app. Um, so let's like brainstorm what we can do. So let's say we can have um not live location, but location um marker. So like if I want to get to go to somewhere, like I have a trip to Saudi Arabia, for example. I have friends there, but I wouldn't know who is there. So I can like ping them, right? I will be in Saudi Arabia next next week or something. So we can have um notification for nearby friends. All right. And yeah, and we can maybe plan trips. Okay, so like if I'm going to a country that have friends of mine, I can just say that I'm here right now. I'm in this exact city, or I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks. So in the app itself, we can plan that. So like we can plan a little bit of meetup, and people like in the same country might know each other, so we can plan on a little mini reunion. So this is, let's say, planned instant reunions. And what else? Let's say planned scheduled reunions, right? Um, there will be a lot of social media that has like that kind of thing that we wouldn't like create a live chat, we wouldn't create news feed, but why not? Maybe we can have news feed, okay? And the thing is that this is the selling point for me because I'm millennial. Um, Nostalgia, not nostalgia, nostalgia. Um, yeah, I think that might be a good starting point. So I want to just reorganize my priorities here. So I want that first. Okay, so we can start with that. Um, how can I change the fill? I'm not sure, man. That's good. That's good. That's good enough. Yeah, yeah, that's good enough. Okay. And notifications. No, I want to like work on the actual scenario that I had yesterday. So I want to plan instant reunions. So um, like when I'm here in the country, I want people to know that I'm here. Yeah, we can post it on Facebook or social media, but like the reach itself will not be very targeted. Um, yeah, I think that's it. All right, so maybe we can start coding right now. Think that looks good. Um, so, oh yeah, I almost forgot. We should have this as a mobile app and maybe mobile and web app. And you know where I'm going with this, right? This should be, you know what? Let's scratch the mobile app for now. Let's create, let's make it uh, progressive web app. What's called it? PSA or single page app, yeah. Is it? Is it SPA? Anyway, No, it's PWA, Progressive Web App. So, what is a progressive web app? It's an app that, like, what's the need for it is that you can install it as an app. So basically, you visit that website and you will have, and if you visit it from mobile device, there will be a button to just click it and it will be added to your home screen as an app and it will open the browser and it will look like an app, all right? So basically, like I wouldn't have to create that in React Native, for example. I wouldn't have to create to push it to a store or something like that. This is a fun project. It's not, for now, it's not a business. It's just a fun project. All right. Uh, what else? Um, I think that's good. All right. So, what is the tech? Yeah. So let's talk about the tech stack for it. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking. I hate. I'm not. I I don't want to throw shade at Next.js. I love it. I surely love it. But and my main experience in front end is React. Um, but I did dabble with Vue a little bit. Remix, I love Remix, but I haven't done anything substantial with it. Um, so I don't know. Let me think about it. So if I create it in Next.js, um, I will go to the rabbit hole of uh, hosting it on Vercel. But on another hand, Vercel is very generous with their free tier, and the deployment itself for quick projects like that can be almost instant. And I love their developer experience. So I'm a very good candidate for vendor lock-in because let's face it, we don't want to spend our time developing. We want to actually have something running and get it over with. And I can't like for now I can't see this is scaling so much. So let's go for Next.js. Ah, big font. Uh, but I actually would love to use T3 on that. And what is T3 stack? This is from your guy Thea. If you don't know about Theo, he is awesome. You should follow him on Twitch. He streams like he did stream yesterday. That guy is awesome. Like he had a lot of insights in AI, front end, full stack. He's a very big uh, TypeScript nerd, and he's a very, very, very good businessman. Right? I learned a lot from him. So shout out to Theo. Um, and there's something that I've just seen yesterday. It called Bitter, not Bitter Stack. Bitter Stack is a software company, but there is a Bitter Tea Stack, I think. I think that's the one. Yeah. Um, but I'm interested to see it in action. Let's just search for Bedretti stack. Yeah. Right. So Bedretti stack is just like an all-in-one bootstrapping utility for creating web apps, and that's awesome. Because like you would have to, if you want to create a vanilla React app, you use something like Vite. You don't use create React app. But so what I love about that, it's actually a CLI command. So it generates a lot of things for you, and you just get it up and running in no time. Uh, where is it? Yeah, they have this online builder, and this is something I love. So it actually just you 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 give it the stack you want, and it generates the CLI command to bootstrap that project for you. I don't think they have T3, but and actually like what is T3? Okay. It has this stack, which is battle proven to actually generate most of the uh, web web apps or like full stack TypeScript projects you would need. So it has like Next.js, Tailwind CSS, Prisma for ORM, just to like make working with database um, very like a lot nicer, right? TRPC is a good thing that you actually create a type safe um, communication between your backend and front end. Like basically, when you create a backend service and a front end service, is that you in the backend service you would create some endpoints. All right, say look like you have two teams. You have front end and back end. The back end team, like the product guys, just plan it to have those kind of REST API endpoints, and the backend team create those endpoints and then give the documentation to front end team, and front end team just consume those API endpoints to create their front end uh, um, thing. But after that, like REST is great. It's has been there since day one, and HTTP one because it's based on the basic get posts, patch, delete, requests. So it's basic CRUD operation. But Facebook then created GraphQL, which, like for example, like it's all self-contained, documented. So you have to all you need if you generate a good GraphQL setup is that you just provide the endpoint, and the front-end team just can pick what kind of fields they want from the backend, not the database, the backend. And this TRPC use GraphQL. It's kind of like GraphQL without the work. It it is magic. Yeah, it is magic. So you just um, create the schema or the types for your data. You model your data, and when you if you have a monorepo that have both of them, you can just use that, right? And then like if the backend team in the same monorepo pushes something in the schema, when everyone pulls those changes, you can actually have auto completion from like, yeah, that's the expected output. This is what I will be using. This is what will be returned, stuff like that. So that's a big plus. So it is kind of magic, and it's cool to see it in action, to be honest. I have tested that out in the T3 stack, but that's it. I didn't create something with it, so this might be TypeScript is no need to explain about TypeScript, but it's it's good. You will see it in action. It provides uh, types for JavaScript, so you know what the expected output of the operations that you will be creating, and that's like reduce a lot of errors, like, and it improves the developer experience. It gets a little bit time to learn, but you can do it on the fly, right? And next auth is a very good hosted solution, and um, for authentication. Like authentication and authorization is hard, man. You wouldn't want to do that on your own, right? Whew, you have to create users. You have to make sure that their passwords are safe, like it's hashed properly, it's stored somewhere safe. You have to create permissions, a lot of things that you shouldn't be um, consumed with. All right, so next also is auth. Okay, so I have now the every starting project dilemma is what tool do I use? I won't use Bitter C Stack, all right? And the thing is that it's good that it can give you a lot of things to start with. So we have 10 stack router, which yeah, it's beyond our scope right now, but it just like it routes your request to certain components in React, a React router also. And there's a 10 stack starter. So it start like 10 stack. I don't want to get into 10 stack, but it's awesome. Or like I can call Next.js vanilla, but to create a view, full stack, svelte, solid, or no front end at all. And you can have React Native. You can build your mobile app, right? And backend, I don't know what Hunu is, to be honest, but you can have Next.js, Express, a lot of things I don't know here, but and the runtime, like Bun is great and fast, and Node.js is just like the thing I know. And you can choose your API. You can use TRPC, and you can use your database, what kind of database you want, and it will just create the boilerplate for it. And I think it creates Docker files, I think. So you can have that in local dev, and yeah. And ORM, there's our Prisma, and how to set up the database. Superbase is good. Superbase is the alternative to Firebase, but much nicer. I don't know what DB setup is. Oh, okay. All right. Mesh. Okay. Okay. And we've deployed to Cloudflare Workers. I haven't worked with it, but I hear good things. And also they use BetterAuth for authentication. What kind of package manager? Make your app install and work offline. That's good. You can also create native desktop app story. All right. It is awesome, but in my opinion, it's an overkill for our use case here. So, mm, I think I will be going with T3 stack. All right. Hmm. So, yeah, let me check something real quick. Or All right. My Egyptian friends started working, and that's like I work in you like you say more Canada time, but so I'm just starting the day with you guys. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So yeah, if anyone has any question, like if anyone is joining late or something, just give me a ping over chat and I will make sure to reply to it. All right? Alrighty then. So I'm going to um, I have NVM installed. So NVM is the node. Me, nah. All right. It's a node version manager, so you can have multiple node versions. So let me see if I know. Bum 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 bum. Is it NVM remote? I think it's NVM lists. All right, so I have V20 and what is the LTS right now? LTS is LTS JOD. So let's install that. So LTS stands for long-term support. So this is, you might think of it like um, the latest and greatest, and LTS is just stating that this will be supported for a long time, and you can check. Yeah, I haven't shifted. Sorry. Now, for guys on YouTube for vertical output, sorry, I didn't check it out. So I now have the code window. So yeah, I'm installing LTS JOD, which is the latest long-term support version, version 22, and it will be installing that version here. We can confirm that if I say no dash V. All right, so I like using PnP, so I will be installing globally PnPM. Mhm. All right. Okay. Good. So, was it? Yeah, I think it's npm create t3 app athletes. Let's see if that's the correct command. It is. So it will grab that package and use the like use it to create our app. Alrighty then. So, what do you want that app to be named? Two things are hard in software developing: caching and naming things. Things, um, I will, because it's very early in the day to be thinking about that. Um, so like, I don't like naming things at the very beginning of a project. I like to just create something and then name it. But I will ask Gemini about that. So I want to create an app to um, to help old friends get together and um, organize. And I think I will be attaching um, screenshot from TLDRO. Too long, too long. Yeah, let's export, dude. Let's export the image here and then upload it and help me name that app. And if I want to uh, mess with it, I can add please, but I don't want to ruin the environment. Let's see what Gemini Flash has to say about that. Here are some suggestions. Echoes, Connect, Reunion Hub, Memory Lane Meetups, Friendship Forge, The Gathering Place, Circle Back, Alumni Anchor, Connect and Recall, Timeless Ties, Reunion Roadmap. Those all those names look enterprise. I think I will need to make it friendlier, man. Friendlier. Catch up crew, the old gang. I like that. I like the old gang. My tribe. Love Circle Back. Friendship Lane, the reunion spot. I want it in one word. Because that will be our subdomain and we will have to check if it's available or not. Relive. Hmm. Let's call it Gather. The app name only includes, yeah. Yep, sure. It is, of course, TypeScript. And yeah, I want to show you something. I'm not sure if they have removed it or not, but if I say JavaScript, wrong answer, using TypeScript instead. Yeah, I want Tailwind. I want TRPC. I want, yes, please. And for the database, let me switch back to browse because this is something we need to think about. So planet scale, I love planet scale. All right. So for those who don't know what planet scale is, um, it's a scalable cloud host for databases. All right. And let's see about that. So yeah, um, they, I think they're throwing shade. But anyway, let's check pricing because this will be completely free for now. Um, so where is the free plan? Something is wrong here. Hmm. Did they remove the free tier? Huh. Okay. Do we have other options? Is the like okay. I was hoping to use Mongo for that, but I think Nextdot requires Postgres. And okay, let's take Frankfurt. We don't have Postgres, and I have to request early access. That is actually not what I want. Okay, so we have Vercel. We will be hosting on Vercel anyway. So let's see. Things have changed. have a gig of storage. All right, let's use neon. I think there are some skipping of frames here, so let me see if I can fix that. All right. Okay, if there is um, skipped frames, just let me know. If anyone, okay, let's call this gather. Well, yeah, let's create it in EU and let's say gather. Let's make it div. Let's say gather, and we'll see what environments do we have. Oh, we have. I accidentally created it. Okay, let's just install it here and see. And then we will check this out later. Okay, so we will be using Postgres. I like Postgres. Um, I'm not familiar with Biome to be honest, but I like Prettier for formatting. Yeah, I will pushing to GitHub. Yep, the PMP install. And what kind of alias? Let's keep it default. Just be creating uh, a div database. Spent a lot of let me create a project in Vercel meanwhile. Okay, let's create a very bare GitHub repo. Yeah, let's open the first step 73. Create a Docker container database for local dev. If you already have a database, feel free. Yeah, I want to use the local dev. So I will be starting. Let's check my CPU usage first because I know that my laptop is gonna kill me right now. Ew, we have 100%. Hmm, okay. Um, okay, I think I will be using the dev database just so that I don't and I okay, so let's get into the project. We have a main branch and I don't know I think there's nothing committed here. Yep. Okay, let's open that here. Thank you, Copilot. Not right now. Uh, I think I've seen a pull configuration somewhere. Okay, so let us just just commit that for now. It's user.name. I'm just configuring Git for that repo. All right. So let's add that remote and then push it. All right. All right. Let's refresh that page. Okay. Anything special here? No. Yeah. Okay. We want. What the hell? Didn't I just create a database? Mm, It's Nile, not neon. A lot of guys, a lot of companies. All right, guess we have it. Just get it deployed, and we will worry about that later. The thing is here is that every time we push to main, it will deploy uh new version. So yeah, loads from env, and env is not there. Okay, alrighty then. So we need to just copy whatever I have right now, but let's um just copy Prisma stuff. Mm, okay, all right. Let's try deploying. Dude, what environment variable is failing? Oh yeah, the Discord ID and the Discord secret. So let's just ignore that until we get to next task. So this is I have to register an app in Discord so that when it deploys uh next auth, we can choose services. So by default, it's just like you can log in with Discord as a social media provider, but let's ignore that for now because like we are almost 1 hour and 30, and we just haven't started even working yet. Dude, is it because let's get back to T3. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now, dog. Thing is that the good thing about T3 is that um, it validates the inver variables, so that you won't mess up your setup. Um, but I want to. Is it like a very must thing to have right now? All right, just for the sake of it. I won't care so much about sharing secrets right now, but I will be changing them later. Don't say that. I am a human man with a big nose and sunglasses. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. create an app called Gather. I am. I'm really am. All right. So this is just .env is not committed to repo, but um, um, it is something worse. Like it's worth doing here. So we'll get back to uh, Vercel. I will paste it, and we should be good to go. It's the, right. We're in. Uh, Next build, linting, and type checks and everything to make sure that our app is good and all the routes are good. So here's the deployment summary. It is just being deployed. So here's a screenshot to it. So let's continue to the dashboard and see our app. All right. So boom, 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 boom. I think I need to um yep. All right. So we have our T3 app boilerplate. This message, just to show you what this does, let's reload this and see the network. All right. And this is not it. This is trying to sign in. That's not what I want to show you. Um, where is it? It's not a socket, it's a request. That's this at all. Okay. I should have a request here from TRPC that says welcome, hello from TRPC. And if we look at that here, This is the request itself. So it's creating a post request to a function called hello, and it says what the text should be. So um, here is what inputs. It's using za to validate the inputs. So it expects a text, an object with a text property, which is a string. And the function itself, when it executes, this is the resolver, it executes that and responds with an object called greeting and hello with whatever text that we send to it. And I should be able to see here. I don't know what I'm not seeing here. Um, hmm, dude. But I will do something neat. Not sure if this is the right thing to show you guys, but alright. So let's break on subtree modification and refresh that. Ah, it doesn't even break. So maybe break here. I think this is server-side rendering, but it shouldn't be. Anyway, we will explore this in a bit. So let's see if sign in works. Sign in with Discord. I don't have the right redirect tag. Alright, okay. So I wanted to redirect it to here. And where is the redirect URL? Direction endpoint. You can also configure it to direction endpoint, rather than gateway. In terms of service. Yep. So right, let's check it once again. Let's get back to the main page here. Sign in. Sign in with Discord. It gives the scope of email. Alright, dude. Should I publish it or something? Oh yeah, okay. But this is not the error. Mm, maybe we need to refresh. Okay. Yeah. Not sure if this is the right thing, but alright. Okay, let's inspect that network and let's preserve the logs. Okay, so right, and the callback URL. Hmm, all right, is it? Which actually the callback is not the redirect. Uh, Guys, anyone can help me with that? Maybe it's a trailing. I'm not sure, but let's see. I think maybe. Um, ugh. See, guys, even in next office, it's not. Hmm. Let's get back to T3C, what they have about that. Nope. Let's get back to first steps. Database Prisma, authentication, go to developer, new application, create navigator setting, copy the client ID and env. I did that in deployment. All right, type, ah, always read the docs. Always, always read the docs. Fingers crossed. And let's also add, yeah. Actually, this is just generator, so we wouldn't want that. We wouldn't need it. Let's get back. Let's. It's a good thing to see what's going on here, but uh, yep. So now we are authenticating to the Gather app on Discord, and it's requesting some scopes, which is to have access to the username avatar banner and the email place. I'm not sure about Bake a Cake, but I would love some. And let's do that. Yay, 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 yay. Let's check the logs. What is the error, dude? Dude, what is the error? Alright, I wouldn't care much about that, but let's go back to T3 and see. Client ID, the Discord secret, that's alright. But this time replace it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure what is that, but I think it's something in the configuration. Maybe it's redirect or something. Let's refresh. I don't want to preserve the logs for now, but let's see. I already unauthorized, so I should be redirected back right away. Let's authorize. What is that? Server configuration. Server configuration error. What kind of server configuration error, dude? Something in the configuration, but I'm not sure for the love of God. What is it? So we should have like one here, but looks like it didn't. Let's see what other options needed. Maybe we are missing something. Client ID. Okay, so let's say actually I don't have Vercel, right? Right. So let's say npx pm exec Vercel and pull and see if that's does anything. Doesn't think. Do's. I'm inventing English right now. Do we have it in dependencies? I don't. Anyway, it just grabs uh, the environment variables and that's it. So uh, so we have to just let me take a look again here. Okay, call back Discord. All right, and refers to the ID, and this should be the callback. Yep. Then we have the ID and that's it. That should be it. Hmm. So what is the endpoint that is returned? Or okay, let's retrace our steps here. All right, I will clear everything, preserve the logs. All right. Okay, so first thing that happened here is in this request to Discord with the redirect URL. That's what did return? Nothing because it was en route, right? Yeah. So this is the request payload, and yeah, there's no response body to it. We got the code from Discord. Sent it to tokens here. The request here. A cookie. Referee. All the stuff. But this thing here. This I did I get redirected here? Let me search out the code here. So the initiator is this is redirected, I think. Let me check. The response header here. This is get and status code, and it's not redirected, it's just 200. So this is a get request to the error. Is there anything Vercel that can help us with that? Anything at all? Anything, man. Give me anything. Just the same. Let's see. This is 302. Yeah, nothing strange here. I Let me see if my suspicion is correct. Do we, am I, yeah, yeah, using the wrong workspace, but all right, that's shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm actually hitting things here. Not sure what tenant is, but looks like database is not created. So start database, I think, should help, but this is Docker container. So I think I forgot to generate, sorry, to push changes. So let's take it one by one. Let's npm run db generate. I think this just generate the migrations. Not dude. So I think this generates migrations, and I didn't change anything in my schema, so I shouldn't get any new migrations. Right? 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 What? Prince Margaret could not create scheduled database. Please make sure the database user has permission to read and more. Blah blah blah. Logical database is mandatory. What about if I do a little bit of push or migrate? Actually, let's see if I can migrate. This can be authentication error. Let's check Vercel here for storage. I think I did connect the database, so I need did I? Connect. Mm, which one did I connect? Hmm. I will get back to docs right now. Okay, I think. Oh, all right. Okay. For projects that we have, I will just delete everything that I don't need, including that workspace right here. So I have gather here, and I want to create an app. Call it gather. Uh, I'll call it gather dev and just see. And I think because this database has or like has a table for tenants, and tenants is like this is multi-tenant architecture. So like if you have multiple clients, you can actually separate them and server one at yeah, it's trying. I think it's trying to drop that table and it can't. So maybe that's why. Do we have something to? Because Nile is built for business to business, right? And um, I think it's built a bit for business to business. So we have multiple tenants and we can, um, not sure what that is, but all of this because I want to um, deploy an app and uh, okay. So let's use that and see. Maybe, maybe that would be something. Okay, so we will add it here for now. And actually, let me see what difference does this make. So we have a tenant ID rather than using this database right here, which is the root database. So I think this gives us access to a certain tenant, so we don't have conflicts between tenants. So let's cut this, paste it here. Yeah, save it, and then redeploy using that variable. And actually, let's try push. What? I have that user and that. What? What the hell? So it's environmental secrets gathered dev, which is the right database here, but what is not available, man? So I need to pull the database. I'm beginning to regret using that. Yeah. So I need to criticize my actions. So I did try to find the free thing, right? And I just focused on that. I just like didn't care much about, yeah, that's so multi-tenants is a way to serve, like, imagine that you have a big a company that actually serves um, that serves other companies. So we have a tenant, a company like company one, and we want to have their own set of subset of database and have their users, and we don't want to a company one to have access to company two, vice versa. So looks like this might overcomplicate things, and this is not the thing that we need. Our app is so much simpler than that. And actually, I didn't want to use PostgreSQL at all. I want to use document based because there's no much structure to our users. Like, I don't care. But looks like this wasn't not that adds like complexity that we don't need. So let's get back to Vercel and actually because we don't like let's check Supabase. I'm satisfied with that. So 5 megabytes of RAM, that's good. If I need to store images, stuff like that, I would go to something else. Um, but um, I need to check if because the thing that I love Planet Scale because it had a free tier, right? But I'm not sure that it has. Yeah, Planet Scale has removed its free tier. It was awesome. They had it like it was very generous. You can build an app and forget about it. Um, so let's check Reddit. Supabase has generous free tier. Yep. Supabase, Neon. We checked Neon, but it's 500 megabytes, and those compute hours is I don't know, but I think I don't like that. Uh, Zeta, what is that? That's new. We don't have a free tier. Yeah, cloud hosting is hard and expensive. So I would understand that you wouldn't provide a free tier. Yeah, I'm not using Astro, but yeah, I think we will go with Supabase. And it's a good, actually, it's a good thing to show you what Supabase does. So let's check the pricing because a lot of Vibe coders right now use Supabase because it's an alternative to Google Firebase. And I don't like Firebase. Like recently, there was a data leak for an application called Tea for like spill the tea. The spill the tea is an is was an application. It is still an application that women post their dating experience with certain guys to just like warn other women from dating those type of guys, and they use Firebase as their database and just use that endpoint. They had like a bucket for like mm, social security numbers for people like women who verified their data, and that was public access. So right, so um, we can start with Superbase, and am I logged in? Yeah, really? All right, let's create a project. I wouldn't care too much about things here, but we can talk about it later. Let's go to the databases. All right. Um, all right. Let's set this up here just for local, and we will deploy the same database, right? This is not something that you should do, right? But we're just playing around here, right? Okay. So let's, what was it? DB push. I think we need to DB migrate first. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. Yep. So, as you can see here, we started. No, this is okay. We started getting tables, right? This is for next auth. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Is it stuck or all right, we are 2 hours 30 minutes in the stream. So I think if we got authentication working, uh, we will be streaming later, but I think we will be good to go. I'm not sure why it is stuck though, but let me check something. No, maybe we can start testing out because we have at least the auth table and it migrated it and it's working. So let's get back to our app and check it out. Right. All right. So let's close that because I am optimistic. Let's sign in. Yep. Authorize blades. This is not the middle finger. This is just I'm just fingers crossed. Dude, dude, dude. What about Vault? I'm not sure if this is. I don't think this is something that it's built in. Um, Let me try something. Let's spin up. Let's run it again on another process and see. Oh. Tell you what, I will close this and this, and I will copy that connection string right here, and what is that? Oh yeah, that's the that's the example, man. All right, so let's copy that and let's try to redeploy the app and with like this new env variable. So create a new deployment. Um, and would it ask me for env variables? It doesn't, right? Yeah, it should. Mm, okay. Um, okay. So in production, I should uh there's a lot of things here that I need to change, but let me save that in variable and go back to deployments and create a new deployment in production and see what we get. I think it runs migrate, but we will see. Um, I will need to remove that integration. Okay, so it's now first, it's running Vercel build, and that is running our RPM build. That's building our website, deploying that static, those static output. Mm, okay. All right, let's see if it picks up the database. Just the old smoke test way. Yep, yep. What? Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. Let's see if what I did was um I did open the wrong URL, I think. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Okay. Back to Swift. I will delete that database and just make sure that I know what I'm doing right now. So I have one project. Says here that it doesn't have databases. All right. So right. Um, should I delete the project? Yeah. And create it once again and see. Right. Let's save that password here. Right. Also in Frankfurt, do we have anything data? Next up, no problem. And just playing, man. Right. So thank you. So I want to connect a database in no, that's not what I want. I want to thank you. I want to connect to the database and this is the connection string. So let's copy that password here and use that locally first, right? I think like I have a feeling that this should have been done in deployment, but not sure. So let me just review something in Vercel. So I want to check if I can, yeah, let's delete the integrations. Where does the storage here? Yeah, let's um uh, how can I delete that? Um, is it like here in settings? Okay. Is it in storage? Is there a storage thing here? Okay, nothing. But let's go to storage and see if this is something that I can do anything with. Delete database. Yep. Thank you. Yep. I'm lazy that way. Right? Okay. So, I want to check the settings for the deployments and where was it? Um, review, gather, settings. It should have removed the environment variable from line. If not, I will be removing them. Yeah, I did. All right. We have auth, and domain. That's right. So let's edit that URL here with the new one. Looks simpler enough, but yeah. And this is will be for all environments. So update environments. Anything else I need to do? Yeah, I need to check the build and deployment commands. So the npm run build, like we have a framework, so it should pick up from package.json this command, which is next build, and that's build the command itself. And I want here to actually migrate as well. So I have to run npm run build and also uh yeah, let's run it both from the server side. So let's say npm run build and npm db migrate. So like this is just to have it run the migration each time. I'm not sure if this is no db push like um, picks up the changes, but just see. Right, save it. All right, let's redeploy. You'll have it. Okay, so um, just to make sure that we don't pick up the old uh, variables, so we create a new sim commit. Yippee. Okay, we check the build logs here. So what is running? Okay, so it didn't pick up the custom command. Really? Let's see. But I think it's not doing that. Yeah, it's doing it. Can't reach database server. Subabase. Schema build. Loaded from Prisma. Please make sure database server is running. Okay, so it's not able to connect to it. So let's verify. Uh, blah 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 blah. And I think this is the right. Yeah, I used the wrong connection string. Yep, I need to dig deeper into Supabase because looks like they have a lot of new things that I'm not aware of, and I haven't played with it much outside of the scope of um, vibe coding. So let's get back to the app and get its settings and environment, not environments, environment variables, and let's edit that. It should be this. Save it and hit redeploy. It should like have a new deployment right now. Yep, did it? Oh yeah, that's not that's the failed one. So it didn't think like when I hit the deploy button, it didn't. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Uh, okay. Okay, let's create a new deployment from the main branch. Create. Hopefully this is will be done in the 5 minutes. I just want to get authentication running right now. That's it. Okay. So I thought like the neat thing about logging in with Nextdoor. Like Supabase has also its own authentication service. Uh, but anyway, having social login, especially in our app, is good because you can log in with LinkedIn to grab the CV. So like if you want to share knowledge with your colleagues or your old friends, you can do that. Okay, let's see. All right, I think I think yeah. Let's see if that's gets rid of the error message. All right, so for the sake of my peace of mind, I would just observe and just always run disable cache. So let's check the sign in with Discord. Okay, so it picked the redirect URL. Let's authorize. So it was in database. It was in database. Yep. Oh, actually, auth is oh, it's actually not ours. Really? Okay, I think we're back to square one because like Nile um had a tenant table, and that didn't play well with Prisma. It assumed that the database is empty. So um, let's try to do db push here and see what we will be getting. So the thing is that it didn't like we didn't do anything in the database at that point. At this point, databases really didn't think was okay. But what does this mean? Okay, let's go to Prisma and see. Oh, yeah, why didn't I think of that? Actually, you could have just used Prisma's own platform as a service. Anywho, well, there's something that I find myself doing a lot, which is I tend to take a bad decision and stick with it. And that's a bad thing to do because it will make you pay a lot. Okay, so it does install, initialize. So we have here, let's see our Prisma schemas. So we have a database which is SQL, we have post, we have account, we have session, we have user, we have verification token, and this is what we need to have from our Discord integration. So run migration to create your database tables. So we need to run Prisma migrate div. And what command does this Prisma migrate div? So at this point we have a Prisma schema but no database. Run the following command in your terminal to create a SQLite database. Creates a new SQL migration. It executes the SQL migration. So what if we see? Let's see. Let's see. Let's say db generate. It should like see that we have a migration still, like no new changes to the migrations, and doesn't generate anything locally. But looks like it should generate a database. But as we have it already created, then we'll see what it will do. All right, you may, okay. So, uh, what does it say? Your database here is not in sync with the migration history. Drift detected, database here is not in sync. The following is a summary of difference. Uh, if you're running this is the first time on an existing database, please make sure to read the documentation. So we have a documentation for uh, things that are existent. So you may use Prism. You need to reset the public schema. Okay, what do we have in the public schema at Supabase? Is there like a table editor here? No, I want to view data. Okay, so let's select all from public. See what we got. This what? Oh, okay. So we have account, post, session, verification tokens. Yeah, we had it deployed, but we need to reset the public schema. I don't know what drift is there, but let's check the docs. Schema drift. Yeah, we need to run it. So PM. I think I'm using the wrong command here, but let's see. Prisma migrate reset. Yep. So it keeps like a history of the migrations because each migration builds like it's a version control for your data or your like schema of database. So I think like they are not in sync. It doesn't keep like like the latest deployed migration is not the same. So this syncs it up. So it removes everything. Good thing that we have an empty database. So let's what was it? DB generate. All right. So let's say from Suaves, it just like it mimics whatever it has. So let's see here. Create a table public.post, public.account, blah blah blah. And let's create the indices. Okay. So yeah, I think we're good to go. Um, I think I should have done this the first one because it should have this should be the initial migration. Yeah. Well, have to do your homework. Okay, so Prisma migrate div. Um, this creates the initial. This creates an SQL migration. Transfers measure under the hood. And then I want to send a query. Okay, so I think that we are now good to go. But I want to see something. So I want to um, know what DB uh, push does. So let's say exec Prisma help or like Prisma, yeah, help DB push and see what does this give us. Pull schema from the existing database, updating the schema. Push pushes the state to the database. So let's say DB push. Okay, so we are already in sync. All right. So now that I'm connected locally, so let's get back to Vercel. And first, let's because we are using the wrong command here. So instead of um, pmp run build and pb.push, I think, yeah, that's the right command. Okay, so we have migration here. It's wrongly named. It's like, but um, well, I'll tell you the thing. All right, so I will remove that for now, right? And is anything else change it? Yeah, I remove that block, just clean everything, and um, um, let's follow the docs and just say I want to um, um, what is it? Yeah, I will um I'll just run reset once again. Let me refresh and see if public has changed or something, but I don't think so. So I will be waiting for it. Yep, please reset it. Okay. All right. So we have a Prisma migration uh, table here, and it is empty. Okay. So back to the docs. So in the docs, it says that we need um, just create the model, all right, the schema, and then run the migration to create your database tables. And this will, and because blah, 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 and then let's get it from the start. Okay, so all right. So we model database, create a new one, but I think just for like to yeah, let's go to databases and what if I'm okay, let's ignore this for now. So okay, so I want to generate an initial migration. So um, here in Prisma, we only have the schema. So we want to run Prisma migrate. Let's get back to code. And it gives it name, but I want to what the command again? Let's try to generate it. See if it's like it checks the database or something and see if it detects it or not. So a drift is like how in in sync your migration to the actual in it. So it is created right now. Okay, so this last thing we need to make sure is that we have the correct environment variable. We have the, what was it? So we generate the schema and then uh, execute blah blah blah. Yeah, right. So to actually now have a different, yes, okay. So let's check. Ah, yeah, and I actually it deployed it. Okay. Um, it is good, but that I did execute that from the local store, from the local machine. But when we have a local database in a remote database, we don't want to do that. I'm just testing it out right now, so this is not the optimal way to do it. But so let's ignore that and like scratch that. When we do it right, we will do it right. So what I will do here is get back to uh, here and just remove the override that I did. Get back to deployment just for the sake of uh, because I'm not 100% here. So uh, and we are 3 hours and 15 minutes in. So I should be wrap it up. All right. I can't think of anything that can return errors at that point. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. But it should be okay. Like I should have committed this migration and pushed it. But as we now are just building the website, we're not doing any database work. We did it from our command line here. We should be good to go. Yeah. Please don't give me any errors. It gave me an error. I don't know, man. All right, so I will tell you something here. So, um, let's run it locally, all right? See what we've got. So we have, I think, everything we need right now, even the auth secret. So I will even match the auth secret. So yeah, okay. And we will, uh, what's the command is? Dev. Oh, yeah, let's start. npm pnpm. Okay. Well, yeah, div. Sorry, div. Start is just serving the build, the production build that you created locally. So, all right. So this is the local, and we need to add it. Let's check it's running. It's compiling. All right. So till this happens, let's go to Discord and add that as uh, IRL for us here. Yep, should be good. Thank you. Still compiling. All right, compile. Load it up. See, this is what I'm saying. TRPC had a post hello. I think it will be here as well. And probably it's like server-side loading thing. Really? Okay. All right. Not the probably want to see right now, but all right. Okay. Let's see the redirect URL is localhost. Right. Okay. So I have the details for there right here. So let me switch back. We have www authenticate challenge, server respond to the challenge in the www authenticate header. So Invalid client? What do you mean? What do you mean? I have the right ID and I have the right secret. Let's see. So this error occurs when a user cannot finish login depends on the provider type. This could have happened for multiple reasons. The user denied access. I didn't deny access. There was an error parsing the OS profile. Check the provider profile. Request method. So this is something specific to Discord. Let's see what does Copilot tells us. Uh, okay. Really? So this was something in the create history app thing? Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. That's saved. That is saved. It's reloading everything. Let's check back. I will be so happy. All right. Okay, let's do something here. So first, let's say that this we generated a migration and commit it. All right. And okay, now let's commit and push and just check on Vercel. All right, deployments. Let's see if it picks up that deployment. All right, building, building, building. This actually makes sense. Okay, let's get back to it because it does say configuration error, so didn't get us much details, but yeah, it is a configuration error. Really, it? Mhm. Okay, let's try locally. Same. So it's not something in the configuration should have picked it up on its own. Yeah, you should, yeah, but it should have. I don't think the Create T3 app. Yeah, because this is. Let me double check the secrets. And we'll restart the app, but don't think that would be it. But all right, so let's get back to yeah the browser. Actually, it was didn't change back. Sorry for people who's viewing that from shorts. Um, mm, what do I want to do right now? I want to check Discord. So I have both URLs, correct? And tell you what, I will reset the secret. Well, public lines cannot maintain the confidentiality of their client conditionally. This client that do not use the server to make sure. Oh, yep. Okay. Let's copy that. Reload it. And I will keep that right now, but I will. No, I don't want that. So I will just keep nothing here is all right. So let's just disable that right now. I don't want to get it messed up. So let's start the dev from the start and see. I have a feeling that this was a very, very, very dumb mistake from my side for the client secret thingy. I was 100% sure that I copied it correctly, but this doesn't look anything like uh, the one I'm using. Okay, let's get back to local dev. Yeah, let's switch back to code. Dude, dude. All right, dumb me. I did that. So what I'll be doing right now is I will be copying that. Really hate myself right now. So I'll be adding that in. Not this one. And um, yeah, now I have a user in my database. And when we deploy that to pick up the new environment variable, we should be good to um, authenticate using Discord, getting the username, and um, be able to add posts. So we have basic CRUD application here. All right. I'm very rusty. I'm very rusty. The thing that when you don't code that much on new things, you get rusty and you get pissed at yourself. Really pissed at yourself that you don't pick up things that you already know that happens, but you don't have that light bulb on your head that tells you, okay, this is it will be the dumb thing that you have done wrong, and you have to think about it. Like you have to think about your own previous dumb mistakes. All right, let's log in, sign in. Authorize, and that's the right redirectorial. Et voila, it was the dumb mistake after all. Right. So now we have database running, authenticated, migrated. We spent almost 4 hours just setting up a sample generated app from T3 Stack, and that's it. Hopefully, I will be picking up that pace. So, okay, let's see if I can show you TRPC. So let's say post one. Here it is. So it gives a payload of the name and we get the latest, which patch. We'll dig deeper next time on that, but yeah. So yeah, that's the most recent post, sorry. Yeah. All right. Well, um, it has been uh, a lesson for myself first to actually start doing some stuff on my own. But this is what happens when you don't train your brain muscles. Um, you tend to see that, yeah. And this is like a very important entry point to imposter syndrome. Like when you know that you know stuff, right? But when you start actually working, you see that what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing those dumb mistakes? Those are like newbie mistakes. And I have been on that road a million times before. Like I know that's what not to do. That's what to check first. It's always very obvious. Like it says configuration error, right? But I was so adamant to, like, I was very um, confident that, yeah, this is something that should work. I haven't done anything. It's just what was generated for me. So it should be good to go. And it says configuration error. So what have changed? It's nothing with the app itself. I haven't done anything to the app. So it must be in the deployment, but be in the configuration. So I went into the wrong rabbit hole and I've wasted 4 hours. But actually, I'm sure that it will time 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 5 minutes. But you have to keep doing it, right? So that's it for me. That was my